a foreigner in the province, Philippines.
So, good evening everyone. Actually, I think we're okay where we are. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to stand back. So, I'll actually stand back, guys. Might be a little bit better. So, like Jovelyn says, good evening. Now, what we want to chat about as being motorbikers. Well, I can actually ride motorbikes and I can actually drive cars. I passed my test on.
You have to tell them first about the...
Yeah, but just a moment. So I passed my test on a motorbike and I've actually passed my test in a car. And in England, guys, we have to take a test, right? And basically it's like an advanced test. But, right, what I want to actually chat about is please help support us. Just a moment. It would help if you actually read it out, Jovelyn.
First, hey there, hello there, help, support.
Right, so please help support. Please help support. You can actually support by channel membership and you can actually help support by super chat. So super chat, channel membership. Please join the channel. But that's what we want to chat about actually, guys,
Topics for
I'll actually repeat it later, guys, First member, I don't know the first member of our channel's going to be, but it will be nice, the first guy and the first lady that makes a member. Right, so I'll have a quick chat. In England, we actually, as kids, we used to ride motorbikes on the road, right? No license, no tax, no helmets. We used to ride motorbikes on the road, and then the police would get you, take you to the police station, and they'd put you in a police cell. Yeah, I can actually see a comment, are you going live yet? But I can't really answer that, and I can see that's Lee. So Lee, we're actually live, but I can't answer your comment because we're already live. So in England, guys, that's how it used to be, and it's still like that a little bit. There's still odd guys that ride on the road, no tax, no test, no insurance, not very good bike riders on the road. Yeah, some of them can ride they're good off-road, but unless they've got a car, they don't know how to read the road. Not too far, it's in my eyes, Give me a comment and tell me if the camera is light or is it dark. So what it is, guys, right, here in the Philippines it's totally different, but it's not totally different, right? Safety here in the Philippines, there's a lot of guys on motorbikes getting killed. Why are a lot of guys and girls, a lot of guys getting killed on motorbikes here in the Philippines? Why is that? Right, well actually it's down to one or two things, quite a few things. What happens here, guys, is a lot of you guys on motorbikes, you can ride a motorbike, but you cannot ride a motorbike safely. A lot of you, a lot of good motorbike riders here in the Philippines. There's a lot of good car riders in the Philippines.
Cannot read the road.
Cannot read the road, but I'm just looking, I've got a comment by Lee. Lee is actually from England. Hopefully Lee will join us. He's made 2 comments, but I can't read the comments, as I've said. So hopefully Lee will realise we're actually live and he'll join us. Would be nice for Lee to join us, because I think he's actually been a motorbiker and he drives a car. Right, why is that, guys? Why are a lot of people getting killed here on motorbikes here in the Philippines? Well, like I said, a lot of you guys cannot read the road. I'm a motorbiker.
No one's still watching 0-0.
Right, I'm actually a motorbiker, guys, right? And I passed my test. Once upon a time, I was a fool. I would speed around, didn't read the road, I'd be there, up, down, everywhere. police, you know, I'd get a police, the police would chase me on the motorbike, you know, so we have actually been like the Philippines, you know. Then we take a test, then we learn to ride a motorbike, and we learn to read the road. And this is the same with a lot of you car drivers, not motorbikes. A lot of you four-wheel drive guys and girls, you're really good drivers. A lot of car drivers, you're really good drivers here in the Philippines. And I'll actually make a comment about another place, Bago. In fact, we'll not go to Bago, but Bago, really good drivers. We'll actually go to San Carlos. Right, so what's the difference here in Bacolod City, here in Murcia? What is the difference with the motorbike riders? Like I said, there's a really lot of good guys that can ride motorbikes here. And then there's a lot of guys cannot ride, right? And I'll give you, for instance, we're actually coming back from Don Salvador last month, 6 weeks ago, and I'm on a low power bike. I'm on a 125, and my 125 is an XTZ Yamaha, very low power, okay. So you really have to ride it very, very hard to make it go. But you know, it's a good bike, it's an excellent bike here in the Philippines, but it's not a very, very fast bike. But when you actually get the revs up and the power up, you know, it's fairly fast, especially down hills. So, you know, it's fairly fast, depending on the rider. Right, so coming back from Don Salvador, and you know, in front of us is a big lorry, and the big lorry's going, big sugarcane lorry. And at the side, so this is the big sugarcane lorry at the side, there's a jeep, not a tricycle, and he's away up the road. Now, comes flying past me, cuts in front of me. You don't cut in front of people, okay, you don't cut. You do not cut in front of a motorbike, you fools. Okay, if you're driving a car or a four-wheel drive, right, you drive, you know, you do not cut. You drive, give the motorbike room. This four-wheel drive, I knew what I was going to do, and I said to Joveline, I says, look at this idiot, but she probably didn't hear me. I says, just look at this fool, and I knew straight away, big sugarcane lorry, I'm itching. There's two joining us, right?
Yeah.
So, tricycle's got no lights, and he's actually struggling to keep with this lorry, and he's up there with this lorry, and he's thrashing this little tricycle, not so little, and they're going together, and then comes a black four-wheel drive straight in front of me like an idiot. So I did a little bit of swearing, and then, wow, he speeds up, and he comes to the back, pulls out, and his brakes are flat on, and his brakes are on. There's a tricycle driver, that's the lorry, tricycle driver, no lights. Four-wheel drive, nearly hits the guy and kills the guy, and he's going very, very, very fast. He's like
Arborton.
Arborton, right, so he pulls over, nearly smashes straight into the tricycle, because the tricycle's got no lights, and the four-wheel drive is going very, very fast. I'm on a 125, you know, he's gone, the four-wheel drive's gone, I can't keep with the four-wheel drive. He's doing about 80, 90 kilometres an hour, really going fast, flat out, and then his brakes are on, and nearly killed the tricycle driver. And then he were on, and he managed to get over, and then he pulled back over, probably never learnt his lesson. So why are so many people getting killed here in the Philippines? Well, there's a lot of guys riding about, even tricycle drivers, right, a lot of good tricycle drivers. I'm going to make a comment about other places, but this is Murcia, right, a lot of good riders, a lot of good tricycle drivers, a lot of good a lot of good sugarcane drivers here in Murcia, right, a lot, right, so we cannot always blame the sugarcane lorries. but there is the odd one that's a bit of a fool and he just doesn't care. So, right, we're in Murcia, and you know, it comes dark, there's a lot of tricycle drivers what are actually driving about with no lights on, and the battery ones, you don't hear them, and they don't read the road, you know, they'll come up like this and they pull out like this, right? Well, actually, before you pull out, this is called a lifesaver. You're on a motorbike, you just don't pull out, you actually look. So you look behind, that way, if something's coming that way, it's not bang, bang, you're dead, right? So you look, that's called a lifesaver. If you're going to this side, you look. So if something's coming up this way, it's not a bang and you're dead, okay. And you look in your mirrors, there's nothing there, you pull over, bang, you're dead. Why? You looked in the mirror. Well, your mirror has got a blind spot, right? So you get so far into your mirror and you look in your mirror, there's a motorbike here, you cannot see it in your mirror. There is a blind spot in your mirror, you pull over, bang, you're dead, right? Your baby's dead, your son's dead, right? So you need to be looking over this shoulder if you're turning right. You need to look over this shoulder if you're turning left. Safety. And then, you know, a lot of you guys, you're pulling in front, you're pulling out, then there's a motorbike and he's coming up, and he's at back of Jovaline here. Jovaline's a sugarcane lorry, and he's here like this, and then he's out like this, and there's a car coming and he's back in, then he's back out, there's another car and he's back in, and then he tries for it and there's a car coming and bang. And you're really crazy drivers. You're not crazy drivers, you are very bad drivers here, right, in Bacolod. Mark my words, you are very bad drivers here in Bacolod City, here in Murcia, but, right, there is a lot of very good car drivers and a lot of very good motorbike riders here in Bacolod City, and they drive very good and they drive very safe. But then what's happened? You motorbikers make a comment. What's happening with these guys and girls? What's happening with these guys? You know, they're like this. They're wanting to get from A to B, but it's like a crazy, and they're all over the place, and they're all over here, and you're at the back of them, but they're no further in front, because they're in, out, shake it all about, and they're just so crazy, and you think, wow, you're just going to kill someone. So, you know, it's good for you guys, motorbikers, a lot of good motorbikers here. I don't know if some of you guys have took a test on a road and you've learnt how to read the road. But for you really bad guys what cannot ride a motorbike, right, or think you can ride a motorbike, this is what I'm going to say to you. Next time you go out on your motorbike and you're on the road, take your time. Just watch what somebody, if you see somebody going like this and he's up and he's sit at the back and just watch the guy, and then that's you, learn. You're actually killing people. What else is killing people on the road? Dogs. So dogs are actually killing people on the road. My dogs are behind the fence, right? They're not in a bad place. We're here in the countryside. I still put my dogs behind the fence for motorbikes, and just all my dogs are not in the neighbours' gardens and they're not running around the neighbours', you know, property, you know. So I'm a responsible dog owner, right? But a lot of you are not a responsible dog owner, and your heads are so big, and you don't care, right? And you let your dogs run on the road, and your dogs are on the road, your dogs are getting killed, your puppies are getting killed, and they're actually killing motorbikers and people in four-wheel drives. And there will be a law sooner or later that comes to the Philippines, and all this will stop, and it's for your safety. And also Murcia, right? If you're in Murcia, you know, there's so many people, you know, you just sit on the road, right? You get a table, you put your table on the road, and you start drinking coffee. And you're waving to everyone that's going past, hi, hello, and you sat on the road drinking coffee, and you know there's a big sugarcane lorry coming down, and you really need to think what you're doing. But why I'm actually chatting about Murcia is because I'm in Murcia, and I see a lot of good motorbike riders. Same with tricycle, e-bike, tricycle, comes down the road, and you'll see a nice sexy girl comes walking down the road, tricycle driver. So now this tricycle, and this is tricycle driver, he's driving that road, and there's this girl's going down, and then he looks round. So, you know, you're actually carrying passengers, and you're not actually looking where you're going. You know, and 1 or 2 on you at night. I've been going through Murcia, and there's a crossroad, right? Don't matter about a junction, there ain't no junction, you know. Certain places you stop and you let cars pass, called a junction. You actually stop. But here in the Philippines, they just go that way, and they just go that way. But some actually do stop. And a couple of nights ago, coming through Murcia, 10 o'clock at night, an e-bike comes flying past. I came to this crossroads, so I stopped here at the junction, because I knew there'd either be a dog run out or a motorbike fly past, so I come down slow. You know, I got here on back. You know, I know it's easy to get killed on a motorbike, because I have hit about 5 cars in my motorbike time. I've hit, and I've been under the cars, right? So don't think I haven't hit a car on my motorbike, because I have, right? And I've been killed, wow, so many times nearly been killed. So, you know, I'm probably a good guy to chat to you about safety on the road, because I was the biggest fool on a motorbike, right? I was the fastest fool on the motorbike, right? And what happened was boom. So, and it's not very good. It's not a good outcome. So, motorbikes, guys. I'm actually just going to chat about San Carlos. You go to San Carlos. You go to Murcia. This is cars. This is motorbikes, and they're all over. Bang! That's somebody being killed. Dog run out. Bang! Somebody else killed. This is around the Bacolod area. Car here, motorbike there. Now you go to San Carlos. Now this is what happens in San Carlos. You get a tricycle coming down the road, and then there's another one at the back of him, and they drive down the road nice and safely, and then that's how they drive, and they stick to a nice limit. So they stick to a limit, and they ride round San Carlos, and they stick to a really good limit. They are really very, very good drivers in San Carlos. You know, if they pull into the left, they look over the shoulder, nothing coming, indicate, then they pull over. So you can see where I'm coming from. They're very, very good drivers in San Carlos, Bago, very good drivers, right? They drive around the town, and they pull over in a very, very safe place, right? And everything's nice and safe. No one's getting killed. Because listen to this, right? When one of your family gets killed on a motorbike, right? Or I go out tomorrow and I get smashed, my arms are broke, my legs are broke. It's no fun. I can assure you it's no fun, right? And it has consequences, right? And the consequences are someone is going to come looking for you because you killed their kids, or your dog killed their kids, right, on a motorbike. So this is just to be aware. And let me chat about a sugarcane lorry. You're on a motorbike, right? Sugarcane lorry coming down the road, and you are like this, and you're at the back of this sugarcane lorry, and you're like this, trying to overtake, then you're back in sugarcane lorry, trying to, and you can't. Right? You shouldn't be there. You should be here, right? You should be here. Your motorbike should be here, and when you pull out, you should pull here so you can see, and then you pull out here. And then you pull out, you can see. You don't go like this then back in, because a vehicle's coming this way, you pull out, bang. You have not learned to read the road. Now, this is Murcia, and it's not the case with the Philippines. They're not all crazy and bad drivers in the Philippines. Go to San Carlos, go to Bago. They drive their motorbikes and their tricycles, their four-wheel drives. They're all very, very good, safe drivers and riders. They really are very good and safe. But Murcia, you've got a lot of good riders and a lot of good drivers here in Murcia. Now, about a sugarcane lorry. A sugarcane lorry has got tons and tons of weight, and it's coming down the road. It cannot stop like a motorbike. So if it hits its brakes and it's raining a little, it'll brake. Then the weight of the vehicle, it'll just push and push and push before it stops. Can't just stop. So if you're pulling out, you're dead. It's not the sugarcane fault, lorry's fault. It's a big lorry, and stop riding like this at the back of a sugarcane lorry and then pulling out. And some it's very, you should be here, back, and so you see, and you're not doing that, and I know this because I see it all the time, and that's why a lot of you guys are getting killed on motorbikes, right? So that's us motorbike chat. I'm a motorbiker, right? I don't like to see anyone on a motorbike. I've seen a few accidents here in the Philippines, right? I've got off my motorbike, gone to see if the guy's okay, and I've asked the guy, are you okay? The guy said, I'm okay, Joe, thanks. And then I thought, wow, me too, bang. And I've been the same, laid on the road, broken arm, broken leg, not very good. So I'm a motorbiker, and I do not like to see guys on motorbikes get hurt, right? I do not like to see that. And I do not like to hear a motorbiker's got killed. When somebody says, oh, a motorbiker in Murcia has been killed, that's a really big blow for me. I do not like to hear that. I like all motorbike guys to be safe. And it's okay to race about. Understand, in the right place. But you have to stick to the limit, okay? So if you're racing around on your motorbike, and you're going 180 kilometers an hour, well, really that's your business, As a motorbiker, that's a bit of a thrill, but we have to stick to a limit here in the Philippines. And I know not everyone does, and I'm probably guilty too, sometimes I do actually speed a little over the limit, but my bike's a low power bike, and sometimes, we're not all perfect, we are not all perfect. When riding our motorbikes, okay, we like a bit of fun, we're not having a good day, but when I normally get on my motorbike, I'm free, I feel free, and I love it. Even though it's low power, it's not an R1, Yamaha 1000, it's a 125, it's really nice to get out there, and you feel free, and you can go wherever you want, so it's a really good feeling. So motorbikes, you guys what can ride motorbikes, if you see someone riding not so good, you need to tell him how to actually ride. Or you guys that can't ride motorbikes very good, go out with your friends, go out with your mates what can ride motorbikes. Watch out they ride the motorbike, right? Watch how they ride. I can tell you something, they won't be there at the back of a sugarcane lorry. They will be there at the back of a sugarcane lorry, so they can pull out, in, out safely, you know. So ride with motorbikes that can actually...
People having problems.
People having problems, yeah. So it's a big problem, motorbikes, guys, you know. But the Philippines is not full of crazy drivers. Depends what town you go to, depends what city you go to. Go to Bago, go to San Carlos. Very, very good drivers, totally different people, driving and riding. They are actually very, very good. So the Philippines is good, full of good and bad, depending where, you know, depending the place. Make a comment. Right, so what do you think? As a motorbike rider, I've got Joveline on the back. So when I'm riding a motorbike, I've got air safety. So I can't just come speeding up and ride and get wheel up and start riding like a lunatic back. And I have to keep safe, right? So what do you think about motorbikes and safety? What do you think to that? She don't know. Excuse me. She don't, because Joveline is on the back of me all the time. I've learned to read the road. So when Joveline's at the back of me and she sees a motorbike, and the motorbike's going like this, you know, like this, and then he's back in and he's back in, and he's really... Joveline can read, and Joveline will say, wow, that guy's not reading the road. She knows how to read the road, right? So you guys, a lot of good motorbikers here in the Philippines, a lot of good motorbikers here in Murcia, Bacolod City, a lot of good motorbikers. And then there's a lot of ones that, you know, you're just not safe. You're not safe on the road, and you don't look behind you. You know, there's a motorbike coming up, you just pull out, and the motorbike, wow, so many times. Right, so let me have a think now, guys. So just bear, like I said, channel memberships available, super chat is available. And that's something else as well we'll have to chat about. Sending a message. Right, no guys, we're actually not getting any message. Wi-Fi, 5 pesos. We don't have a good internet connection, so I'm actually sorry about that. And we don't see, so I'm... Right guys, like I said, it's a really, really bad connection. I am actually sorry about that. The internet's going on and it's going off, right? And there's not a lot we can do about it because we don't have an internet connection. Right, actually Joveline is actually looking at the chat to see if we can see messages. We cannot see your messages, so I am actually sorry about that. So, you know, right, something else I actually want to chat about. I'll just let Joveline move. And still back to safety, motorbike safety. Dogs, you guys have got dogs, you've got your dogs all over the street, you know, and you, like I said, you've got your dogs running around, you don't really care. It's coming, you know, wait till your dog, wait till a motorbike, it's your dog. You will actually suffer the consequence, and you can say, it's not my dog, it's not my dog. Just wait, you know, you've been warned, you know, your dog's killing motorbikers because they're running around on the road. Yeah, a lot of good responsible dog owners here in the Philippines. I think Job. Right, do you want to chat about dogs?
I am using Messenger now.
Right, so
yeah, we read your message.
We tried to read your message on Messenger, but we can't keep swapping off a live YouTube to Messenger because we're losing track. So just dogs, guys, be aware if you've got dogs. please keep them off the road, right? And dogs are a really big problem anyway, and I've got videos of that, okay? But that's motorbikes. Don't think, this foreigner comes to our country. I know there's a lot of you guys out there, your heads are too big, right? You need to bring it down. So, I'm here, same as you, I'm in the Philippines, and I do not want any of you guys getting killed on a motorbike. Okay, been there, done that. Know lots of people in the past, all dead. I know a lot of people, when I were a motorbiker, they're all gone. Bang, all dead. Most have gone, right? So, it would be nice if you guys can keep safe. And guys, there's a lot of guys here what need a motorbike. You know, they've got no lights. They need a motorbike to get in town, out of town. They've got the kids on the motorbike. So please think about other road users. You know, you've got a guy, his wife, and you've got 2 kids on a motorbike. Think about the slow motorbike in front of you, then you get up to it, there's 2 kids, 2 little babies, and there's the wife, and there's the husband. Think about other road users, okay? You know, right, so moving on. What's the next topic? Because we've covered dogs before. You know my thoughts about dogs here in the Philippines. Woof! And it's, so you know my thoughts.
Jobs.
What?
About jobs in Philippines.
Ah!
Higher standards.
Jobs in the Philippines, higher standards. Sorry Lee, it would be really nice if you guys could actually send me a message. Sorry, we don't see your message.
Philippines higher standards when it comes to job qualification. Why? And including age discrimination.
Right. Now, you're chatting to the wrong person here about jobs, right? Because I could never get a job. In England, I could never get a job. I grew up quite a naughty boy, and at school it was the cane. So I got the cane at school.
Here in the Philippines.
Here in the Philippines, high job standards. Right, guys, you've got a lot of very intelligent people here in the Philippines, right? You've got a lot of guys, high standard guys, right? And I'm not talking snobbery, high standards, right?
No, what the question means is when you are looking for a job, qualification is a higher standard. They're looking for your standard that you have to be a graduate of this, you have to be a bachelor of this,
Bachelor of Science,
or graduated of higher academic. That's it.
You got it, right?
Not
the job. I will not get the job.
Not like in other
because
countries.
My education is. I'm educated. Everyone's educated. My education is very low. When I come to pick this up, I've got a problem reading. I have a problem reading.
Yeah, he doesn't understand the question.
I don't understand.
The question is about when you are looking for a job, why there's a lot of qualification standards. That's it. Right.
So I go for a job and I won't get the job. I can tell you now I won't get the job. Right. So you've got two guys. You've got 2 guys here. They go for a job. SM Mall, Bacolod. Right. And the 2 guys go for this job, and they've got bachelors of science. They're very, 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 very educated. Very intelligent people, you know. They can pick this up, and they've done. They're so quick, and they're so very, very intelligent, right? But they don't get hired. But listen, so they go for a job. They're only stacking shelves. So they're stacking shelves and they're stacking shelves, and then they just stood there. You know, they're in a shop. And they stood there like this. Hello, sir. Hi, sir. And you said, hello, miss. Where is the t-shirts? Over there, sir, in the t-shirt department.
But the qualification
is
Very high. You have to
Very
be a
high.
graduate of 4-year course. You have to be a graduate of 2 years course.
Why?
Why?
Why to get a job in
How
SM
about
do
those with a lower education? They cannot get that job.
right? So you're overeducated, right? You go for a job in SM, and all you're doing is you've got these t-shirts, you fold in them, you put in them on the shelf, and then someone comes, they pick the t-shirt up, they take it to the cashier, and the cashier goes, and they sell you the t-shirt. Why is the education so high? The standards are very high. Like Joveline said,
when looking for a job.
you have to have degrees when looking for a job,
Yeah.
your education.
Yeah.
Now, somebody like me goes for a job in SM. I can do your job in SM probably faster than you, right? And I'm probably a lot hard working than what you are. Don't get me wrong, a lot of you guys are very hard working, but you know, you got me point. A lot are not very hard working. Nothing to do with education. It's called hard working or being lazy, right? So I can't get a job.
Yeah.
But-
you cannot get a job
But
because
she can get a job, right? So now I'm a Filipina and I haven't got a job here in the Philippines.
that's what here in the Philippines. And age discrimination, why?
But we're jumping a bit too quickly because we're actually going through this too quickly. You know, what we need to look at is, I can't get a job. She's got a job. Now she's got a job. She can buy a car. She can buy an house. Now I've got no job. What do I do? I'm educated in different things. I am not educated in this. I am not educated. My mind, my brain is not educated in this, right?
Not educated.
Don't think I'm not intelligent. It will be your mistake. It will be your downfall. So don't think because someone doesn't have an high degree that you're above, because you're not, okay? So I think what it is, guys, what do I do? She's got a job now, she's in SM, she's okay. I've got no job, I've got no money, I can't read, I can't
You're not
write.
qualified
I'm not
for
qualified.
their standard.
But to the standard SM wants, that it's not this standard, it's university degree standard. To just go like that, put
Yeah.
that on a shelf, or to sell that, 10 pesos, salamat, but I can't get a job.
Yes.
So what do I do? Right, so for many years, I'm a Filipino guy, I'm a Filipino girl, I'm a Filipino guy. I can't get a job. So someone will say, hey, you know, your mama, your papa, go and get a job. There isn't no jobs. Me, a Filipina, can't get a job. There isn't no jobs. Go to the SM and get a job. Do this, do that. There isn't no jobs. So now I've got this attitude. There is no jobs for me. Low education.
No education.
Low education. I've got no job.
Because the job here in the Philippines,
What do I
depends
do?
to your school education.
Sorry guys, we can't see the comments. So what do I do? Year after year after year. Do I start to smoke? Do I start to drink? What do I do? Well, for a start, I don't have the money. So now, you know, 20 years on, I've still got no job, I'm not married, I've got no kids, I've got no land, I don't have an house, because my mindset is, I'm not educated, I cannot get a job, I can't get a job, you know, I'm too short, you know, I'm only 5 foot, I can't get a job because I'm 5 foot.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Even the height is a qualification also.
You're right, it's a qualification.
Yeah, it's included to qualification.
So what do I do? So, you know, I've got no one to learn me. My mama, my papa never learned me anything. So what do? 20 years goes past, and then one day I'm walking through back College City and I see this beautiful girl and I think, wow, I would love to marry this girl. She works in SM and she's now the manager 20 years later. So, well, that girl's not interested in me because I don't have any money, I don't have a future, I do not have a future. So what do? This is what you do, this is what you do, this is what I do. You have to make your own business. You have to make your own job. How? How can we have a business? We don't have the money. Save a little, save a little, save a little, save a peso, save a peso, save a peso, keep saving a peso, and then you'll have a little money. We got some. So that is the only way a poor man can actually earn money. Save a little.
Yeah.
Chat is hidden.
That's why.
That's why. Right,
How to enable this?
we're trying to enable chat. It's hidden. We don't know how to
We don't
enable
know.
chat.
We don't know how to enable the chat.
We don't know how to enable the chat. So guys, I hope you understand. You guys can't get a job. Don't smoke, don't drink, do not do it. Save the money. And save the money little by little by little. Now you're gonna have to go and work in the sugarcane fields, you're gonna have to go to the market, sweep the market. You know, you're gonna have to do something, right? And get this attitude. There isn't any jobs for me. I'm little, I don't have an education. Forget that, right? Forget that. Move on. Find a job, guys. You can do it, okay? I can do it. You can do it, right? So, if you're an hard-working guy, you can do it. Guys, we'll try and enable comments next time.
Yeah,
So we do apologise. So, education, go on.
Yeah, because the comments are, it says it's
Guys, there's so many things to be said for age as well, age discrimination in the Philippines.
Yeah, because
That is ludicrous. That is so silly.
when you're
Right,
40 years old, you cannot
you're
get the
20
job.
years old,
You
right?
cannot get the job.
Wait till I stop chatting. Right, you chat.
I said when you are 40 years old, you cannot get the job.
Right.
When you're 50 years old, even you are still okay, still fine, still healthy, you cannot get a job.
But this is the thing. Right, you're 20 years old, you've got a job in SM, right? I'm 50, right? You're 20, I'm 50, right? So I cannot get a job. But, right, I'm 50 years old, right, and you are 20. I have more life experience. I might be harder working than a 20-year-old. I might be able to work a lot harder than a 20-year-old. I have more knowledge than a 20-year-old, right? I'm harder working, more knowledge, know more about things, and know more how things should go. So what's going off here in the Philippines? 20-year-old, 50-year-old. Well, let's think about this. I tell you what I actually think it is, guys, and I think I have actually worked it out. A 20-year-old girl and a 50-year-old girl, right, woman, girl, the 20-year-old's more sexy, she's better looking. Not always the case. Yeah, you can get a 50-year-old woman and she's very sexy and she's a beautiful woman, much better looking than a 20-year-old girl. So I think that's what it is. I think it's to do with sex appeal, right? So if you're slim and you're sexy, you know, and I actually think that's where the Philippines is going. The Philippines want a sexy young girl, right? A really sexy young girl, you know, educated to a very high standard, and they don't want a 30-year-old, you know, 40-year-old, because they think the 20-year-old girl is more sexy. So if you're harder working and you have more knowledge, than the 20-year-old girl because you're a 40-year-old woman. It's down to sex appeal, and that's my opinion, okay? Now, you 20-year-old girls, you know, good luck, God bless. I wish all you 20-year-old guys, you know, a really good future. And, you know, I hope you do very, very well. Be humble, okay? Because if you're not humble, some 50-year-old will come and they'll put you down. Because they've got more knowledge, and they're wiser, and they're smarter than a 20-year-old. So, it's lovely that you young guys, you know, it's lovely that you're going to climb up to the top and have a good wage. But now you've got a 40-year-old woman and guy, they've got kids, a family, can't get a job in SM. All I can say, guys, is, you know, you really just have to make your own business. And it's as simple as that. Till the Philippines, till equality comes along, then that actually doesn't work either. So I'll let Jovelyn have a little chat. Her opinion about all this age, height, degree.
Yeah, that's what here in the Philippines, guys. When you are looking for jobs, they have these higher qualification standards. Even you are still in your 40s, you are still fit and you're still looking young, but they won't hire you. They prefer to choose these young ladies, young girls like 20, 18 years old, and up to 25 years old. That's only the age limit here in the Philippines.
Wow.
When looking for a job. It's just from 18 years old up to 25 years old.
Bit crazy.
Yeah, for the girls. But I don't have an idea about
Boys.
about guys. Maybe it's different age requirement. But for the girls, it's just only from 18 years old up to 25 years old. Because I've been there. When I'm 17 years old, I just start to work. But because I'm underage during that time, so I'm not hired. Then when I already on my 18 years old age, I apply to every establishment, private work like malls or whatever. I'm already hired because of that, because I'm qualified, my age is already qualified. But when I reach to the I'm on my 26th age,
No
when
job.
I'm still looking,
25,
applying,
26.
applying everywhere, going everywhere to just carry on apply. But because there's a lot of competition on age. When you are applying for a job, you have to pass the resume or biodata or application letter, and there's a lot of young girls in there. So
Right. Let's end it now.
they much to prefer to choose these young girls than you.
Right, guys, so that's age discrimination in jobs. Please make a comment. We can't see your comments, but next time,
We will
please,
set up.
we hope, Jovelyn, we hope we can actually set up so you can actually send us a message. Like I said, we do apologise. Ages, there's so many, 25, 35, 45, 55, beautiful women, girls here in the Philippines. There really are really good looking girls, and I'll have to say there's quite a few crazy foreigners that come here to the Philippines, right? There's crazy and there's crazy, and I suppose you'll meet some of these crazy foreigners. So, But there's crazy, and you know, crazy in a good way, and then there's crazy in a bad way. So, and girls are actually looking for a foreign husband, right? A foreign husband. Because what I is a lot of you girls actually do contact me and you say, hi, can you please get me a foreign boyfriend? You know, I will actually chat about this in another topic, but any of you guys are actually watching my channel, if you're a foreigner, you know, guys, please make a comment. You know, I'm not actually going to hook. I am not actually going to get a Filipino girl and hook you up to a foreigner. Why? Because I do not know that foreigner, right? But it's a topic and we'll chat about it. And, you know, somewhere along the line, if you're a decent, if you're a nice guy, a nice girl, you want to come here and meet a Filipina, and I can help, I will try and help, but I will not introduce. I don't know any good foreigners to introduce to a Filipina, and I don't know any good foreigners to introduce to a Filipina, okay? But I have a lot of good friends, but they're married in England. Yeah, most of my friends in England, and I've got one or two, you know, I've got two good lady friends, they're in the 70s, 80s, knocking on into the 90s. Lee that joins us, good friend.
You cannot recommend anyone.
I can't recommend anyone, guys, okay, because I don't know the Filipina girl and I don't know the foreigner. Right, so if the Filipina girl's a bad girl and she hooks up with a nice foreigner, then it comes back to me, even though it's nothing to do with me. Or you know, the Filipina is a real, and I, you know, so I cannot recommend a foreigner to you Filipino ladies, okay? And it's very, very hard to meet a really nice person. Now, having said that, please help support us through Super Chat and please help support us through our paid membership. But like I said, guys, I am actually sorry we don't see your comments. I'm watching the time now. How long have we got, Joveline? Under an hour? So, you know, we've been on nearly an hour. I can chat for hours, but I don't have the connection and we're on 5 pesos. So we haven't got long left to chat. But, you know, if you're going to join us in another, you know, in another blog, guys, please make a comment. Lee, I'm actually sorry, you know, I would have loved Lee to have joined us and sent us some messages.
Yeah.
You know, Lee's a good friend from England. I've got quite a few good friends. When I say I haven't got any good friends, right, I haven't got really any good friends in England. I've got Lee, great friend. I've got about 3 good friends in England, right. So I have actually got some good friends. Same on my YouTube channel. Some of you guys that help support me, I'm not going to name you, but you have sent support to me. I know who you are. God bless. It's very much appreciated when you send me money, okay? A little support. Very, very much appreciated.
You want to see this?
And I actually do value you. No. So, you know, I actually do value you. But we're actually going to switch to Messenger and try and read some of Lee's messages. And then I'll try and get back to you. Right, go on. So I do value you guys. Picture gone now.
The chat. Okay.
Right, so Lee is actually using Messenger, but we can't chat here on Messenger. So Lee is actually telling me the picture has actually gone on this live stream. Yeah, that's the connection. The connection, we lose connection, it's gone. I do apologise. Like I said, we're on peso Wi-Fi, but let me just make sure all you guys understand.
Yeah.
I do really appreciate when you send me, you know, you send a small amount, but that small amount, it's a really massive help, okay? And not just a small amount. Some of you guys, no names mentioned, have sent quite a big amount. And God bless, we do appreciate it, guys. You know, and The fool I was chatting to yesterday got on about a slang.
You're
You know, I
almost
think
1
there's
hour.
over 40 slangs in England. But what happened is what?
You're almost 1 hour.
I'm almost 1 hour, so I'm going to cut soon, guys. But the fool actually, what kept chatting to me and saying, "Are you ashamed of your dialogue?" No, I'm not ashamed. We're very, very proud, like I said in England, of our slang, our chat, and it comes from very, very hard-working people. And if you've watched the video before this, watch the video and stop coming on trying to be Mr. Superior or Mrs. Superior, because on my channel you are not superior. We are all the same on this channel. Unless you're a nasty piece of work, then you're not important on my channel. But I actually value every one of you guys that come on, make a comment, give me a thumbs up. I do actually value you, and God bless. Right, we're nearly 1 hour, guys. I'm actually going to end the live stream now so I can upload this video. Lee, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for joining us. Next time, make a topic, chat
Yeah.
about a topic.
Sorry for the
Inconvenience.
inconvenience and for the hidden messages.
But like I said, hopefully we can have super chat. Become a channel member, please, guys. You'll get perks. And you guys that are really loyal, it shows me who's loyal, but nothing changes. Right, guys, if you just watch my YouTube channel, I do appreciate you. Take care, God bless. How do we end the live stream? Right, so I'll let Jovelyn come and end this live stream. Thumbs up, take care, God bless. Go on, Ariel.
God bless. This one.
Go on, press. Right, we're trying to actually end the live stream. Is it not ending?
Yeah.
What about the cross?
Maybe the X. Okay.